Super. That's why I don't blame the players too much. You know, it might surprise you. I don't blame these players too much. If the structure is not there to say, okay, this is how you have to behave, this is how you have to do. It's like one day, Nigeria was playing World Cup qualifiers. And I was responding to messages on my private account on Twitter. And I saw a flash from a Nigerian player in the camp in Uyo who had filmed his room and was showing his room in the social media and showing Uyo outside. And they were playing World Cup qualifier the next day. And I said to myself, Buruba, oh, God forgive me for using this word. If Nami be coach, I don't decamp you that day. As I see that thing, I'm coming to your room, man, pick up your bag. Your head is not in this game. We are 220 million people. Now, social media, you don't worry about. Pick up your bag, go home. If we like, make we draw, make we lose. But I did sure, say Super Eagles of Nigeria, I get somebody who will replace you well because I got to make sure I invite 2 good players for each position. So you just did somebody a favor. You come out, this one will play. I mean, I go call, I go tell them, wait and say, look, in they go because you know the way to send up for the interest of the team. You see, those kind of things you dare not do at your club. Why you can't try for Super Eagles?
But Kochi, I'm not making any excuse. In this example, don't you think maybe because times have changed? When they play social media, no, they.
How many times you don't see Messi bedroom for social media for the national team?
Answer for all of you that are making excuses that they should have a social media life.
That is currently the World Cup champion,
yes,
captain of Argentina, one of the greatest footballers. Some believe
yes,
Rashidi, my friend, believes is the greatest footballer ever.
Our captain was doing a vlog. Our captain.
That's our former coach and our former legend, Sunday Olise, talking over there. Now, in one of my videos, I actually talked about something like that briefly. And I am particularly happy. Like, I'm so happy that someone is coming out of his caliber to speak. We now live in a society where we are so quick to point fingers at politicians, but we don't even watch our own conduct. Most of the things that you see around the Super Eagles camp, their space, on the pitch, off the pitch, they don't do it in their clubs. You get to see the likes of their Eden Hazard, Mikel Obi. A lot of things actually happen behind closed doors. It's maybe when those people are no longer there, like years, even it was actually years after like they retired, like left the club, that you begin to see a little of this clip, that clip, you know. In clubs that you get even punished for actually leaking some in-house videos. I said it in my last video. You get to see their rooms. You get to see them like they're doing like this little of body conditioning, you know. While they're doing it, you see they're videoing themselves. And you see the trainers will be like, they'll be like on one-to-one with others while others are videoing themselves. My God. And we actually need this kind of discipline. The thing is, like I always said, right? Olise is an educated man. He's not just educated, he's a disciplinarian. I see a lot of myself in him. The stubbornness and everything. See, a coach, you need that touch of madness. Just that you need to know how to balance it. The thing we see around in the Super Eagles camp, it's an eyesore. I always say it's an eyesore. He made mention of Messi. Let's even leave Messi. But understand why he had to mention Messi. Do you get? Like that's the pinnacle of it. Messi. Now, if some persons want to say, hey, Messi, you know Messi is on a different level. Let's bring it down to their level. Even if they are not up to this person's level, how about the likes of the Mbappe? The French squad, it's when they are coming in from their cars. It's just like a routine for them. They take them pictures. They like it's like a modeling show when they're about going in. But when they go in, the highest you could see is maybe when they are eating and maybe when they are inducting a new player, maybe a new called up, like they just called the player newly to the national team. Then maybe when they are eating, you get to see them do those rituals of asking him to sing or say something. You get. But outside of that, on training, there are more than 5 people to take your positions away. Now you could see the kind of question the other, is it that husband material guy? You see the question he asked Sunday Olise, right? It's like him trying to balance the whole question to make it. No, it's not him balancing it. A lot of them are friends to these guys. I don't really want to call names. See, most of the online so-called, with due respect, sports commentators and analysts now, some of them, especially the popular ones, they are friends. They are Victor Boniface, Osimhen, you know those players, you know the Nigerian senior man now. They press their money here and there, you know. So you observe them when they want to talk about these guys. They are all out. They become politicians. They are sugarcoating it and all that. Like sport commentary is dead. You find very few people who speak, who actually write. There is an Ife Oluwa on Facebook. I know her on Facebook. She speaks just like Sunday Olise speaks. She writes not just passionately. She writes the story. We need more people to write. We need more people to, the way we drag our politicians, we put them on, we try to put them, put them in order. We need to start calling out our footballers, our sportsmen. We can't just be blaming. And just like the politicians, right? It's just like Nigerian governors. Everyone is hiding under the presidency. But intelligent people know that people who bring poverty to Nigeria is not from the presidency. They are mostly from the states. I'm using politics and governance to make an example. A lot of these players are hiding under the disguise of NFF is not doing right, which we know is a fact. That's a problem on one hand. The coaching crew, they are not doing well. They are just hiding under these guys just to be misbehaving, and no one is actually calling them out. I'm even surprised to see people actually dragging themselves on Twitter, that people who are calling these footballers out and they are not patriotic, like they are not patriotic, I don't know the basis of the argument, my God. But these guys need to sit up. Any day, the day we have a serious coach, Nigerians, you don't need to ask. You're gonna see it. With due respect, we don't have qualified, not just qualified, we don't have people of character, discipline, heading the Super Eagles, from the #1 coach down to the least man. We don't have them. And if anybody's going to take this fall, anybody's going to take this blame, it's Eric Chell. Because an assistant coach, a conditioning coach, performance, or the analysis coach, they are just there. They are under his government. Most times when I see the whole scenario behind the Super Eagles during training, there was a video I saw of their training itself. You could see the way they were training. Have you, as a coach, I try to see the equipment we use in our training. Like Jesus Christ. A country of 250 million people that budget billions into sports ministry. And a chunk of that money goes to football. It goes to soccer. But if you see the equipment these guys use for training, you don't see sports, you don't see modern equipment that are on Amazon, on Temu, you don't see them. Things that on your own as coaches we buy. You don't see it in Super Eagles camp. Jesus Christ. Those 120,000 naira equipment, people go to Suleja in Abuja and buy. That's what they are using in the camp. You don't see standard mannequins. It's a pity. And it has gotten to that stage where a lot of people need to come out. A lot of people in sport, they need to come out and start adding voice to the voice of the likes of their Sunday Olise. They need to start adding the voice. Nigerians need to take their sports from these hyenas. These hyenas are already giving birth to their children. The boys playing for Nigeria are resembling these hyenas. I'm a coach. I don't care. I don't care. They're not going to be there forever. If they're there, if it's something destiny bestows on me that I'm going to lead the Super Eagles, I will still keep to my word and I will still keep to my discipline. That's not how a football environment is. It's really, really unfortunate. Sunday Olise, don't lose your voice. In your time, they never liked you. You tried to instill discipline. It backfired. Till today, most of them will still say you were this, you were that. But they will never take one thing from Sunday Olise, and that is the fact that he was a skipper that was fighting for the welfare of his players. He stood for all. He was for everyone. He was for no one. Even when the Lord some of the players then even betrayed him. But you see the passion he still has. Don't ever allow your light to dim. As long as you breathe, never stop speaking about the right things to be done in your country as regards sports. May God continue to bless that man. I don't agree with some of this thing. Anyway, he's on sports like when he was talking about Mourinho. I'm a Mourinho man, so I'm just being emotional, But most times when he talks about how football should be run and all that. See, when he made reference to Senegal. I also made reference to Senegal in one of my videos. See also when he made reference to Morocco and Senegal. Those are the pinnacles of football. And he said something that Nigerians maybe have not noticed. Go and watch Senegal on their 15s. Their 15 is 15 years old. It's not this one to go and carry somebody that is 200 years old and come and say he's 15. They are getting most things right, even as regards age in Africa. See most of their players that go to France, go to the French-speaking countries and all that to play football now. Check their years. Very young. You would see it on their face. See the way they play football. Like he said, they've been going this way. It's up. They're not going down. A lot needs to be done. A lot needs to be done. And there are things that we don't need money to do. We just need to voice out, speak against these things. If these boys feel that they are backlashing them because they are representing Super Eagles, they should go and sleep. Nobody should come and hold a country of 250 people, million ransom, that they are the best. They are the best what? Like Luis Suarez once told Dembele when he was at Barcelona, when he was still having that childish behavior. Told him that, do you know how many billion people we have in the world? That we play soccer today doesn't mean that we are the best. We are only privileged to be amongst many that were chosen to play this soccer. Something happened, they'll go on social media. I'm killing myself for Nigeria. I'm doing this. May God help us. May God help people. Someday I'll become Nigerian coach. They'll be paying me 60 million naira a month. Someone to help, I'll go and be ranting. I'm killing myself. As if I'm not collecting that millions in a month. Most of them don't even need to collect money from Nigeria itself. How much most of them are getting from their clubs. If we can give 10% to our pastors, what's stop us from giving 10% to Nigeria? Nigeria, every time, Nigeria. Let it be that if people are even getting results, then you can shame Nigeria. That's how a child will get results, and people begin to speak. This boy does not have all the resources, but he keeps on getting results. What is wrong with you? Guardians, parents. You need to cater for this boy. Even without shoes, but he's still doing well without shoes. Without studying materials, he still does well in school. Without the lights, he uses the candle, he still comes out on top of the class. Before people begin to speak. Like in one of the analyses Sunday Olise gave about his daughter. Let these people show us working now. Make them show us working. Come to Super Eagles, they'll be playing 1974 football. Scattered, like they just throw seed. When you throw seed for all these local fouls to eat. That's how their formation is scattered. You cannot know on the ball what's their formation, off the ball. If you want to analyze their ball, you will go mad. I was watching their clip to analyze. I recorded the match, their last match, even their previous match, especially that South Africa, it was worse. I recorded the match. I watched the match. I watched it again. I couldn't, on the ball, off the ball, I don't know their formation. When you are watching a proper football team, under 14, you are watching VO from up, you're watching it from scanner, you already see the formation, on the ball, off the ball. You see defensive third, mid third, final third. These ones, you will not know anything. You will. Hunger started catching me when I said, God, I beg. Our sport commentators, you guys need to wake up. If you guys should stop commenting on sports, just start doing podcasts and give it another name. Don't some even call themselves coach, that they are coach this, coach that. Nothing, they know nothing about sports. A lot of them are friends to these guys, and they hardly say the truth. A word is enough for the wise.